All right, y'all. We're here for another Roosevelt Rough Rider home game against the Ingraham Rams. Just right up the street, up to the north of us here. Bit of a rivalry. Last year's game was probably a classic, and I think for the guys that are still on the Roosevelt team this year, one of their best memories of last season was the game against Ingraham. Played a tough game all the way through and finished out on top. So expecting the Rams to want a little revenge after how last year's game went. Ingram's coming in at 6-2. Riders at 5-2. So it should be pretty evenly matched game. To date, one of the tougher ones that Roosevelt should have. So look for an exciting game tonight for sure. Here with Chris Downing again, as usual. Chris, how are you?
I'm good, buddy. Good, thank you.
So we're as usual with this Roosevelt squad. It's looks like the same starting five as has been the case for most of the season, and I think we always look for, when they get points on the board, it's usually because one or two kids kind of stand out and score. And so the two games that they've lost, they've struggled to find points from anyone. So we always look for kind of a keys to the game. Certainly is that one or two riders step up and account for 12 to 20 points. And once again, I think the magic number here might be 60 points again. What do you think, Chris?
I think we've beaten in that 60-point number to all the fans out there, right?
Well, these things hold true, and we're looking like geniuses when we talk about it that way, because as in the last game, they got over the 60-point mark and with a nice victory. So obviously, I think the things that Roosevelt's got to control is they got to knock down their free throws. They need to rebound the ball well, and then most importantly is they need to get something out of their offense that doesn't require being in the half court. So they got to get transition baskets out of playing good defense, creating turnovers. I would look to see last few games, Coach Richardson's done a nice job of blending in both zone and man defenses to try to keep the opposing team just out of sorts, right, off their rhythm. And I would think he'll continue to do the same thing as he's had success doing that. Any other thoughts you have, Chris, about kind of what to expect tonight?
No, I like that. Probably going to have to mix it up against this team a little bit. It looks like they can put some points on the board, so I think we're going to have to, throw them off a little bit here and there and try to keep them in check for sure.
So we got starting lineups here coming up momentarily. I believe in terms of additional games coming up, Chris, help me out with this, but Tough week. What do we got Friday?
Tough week. We got, I believe we have Seattle Prep here on Friday, which is definitely going to be the toughest challenge yet.
Probably of their whole division, right? And then remaining games will be
Monday at Lakeside, and then Wednesday, final game at Nathan Hale.
There we go. So don't blink your eyes, because you might miss the rest of the season. It's going to wrap up pretty quickly here. But once again, as we kind of said from the beginning of the year, just grateful, right? All these kids have been great, happy as can be to be able to get this season in, even as abbreviated as it is, given everything we've all been through. So once again, I hope all of you out there are enjoying these broadcasts. We're certainly having a great time with it. We'll look to kind of keep it light, keep it fun, and hopefully continue with some more wins. All right, starting lineup, Alex Pape, number 12, senior. Danilo Petrovic, number 10, he's a junior. Jake Downing, number 2, a senior. Jake finished with 6 threes last game. Julian Swanson, number 32, also a senior. Jackson Stanford, number 21, he is a senior as well. Looks like the cheerleading squad is in full force tonight. 1, 2, 3. What do we got? That might be the full squad, Chris. I think that's 15 or 16. So that's pretty awesome. Great to see that enthusiasm. Hopefully those cheerleaders will do as they always do and encourage these young men to play some good ball. All right, we are about to come sidelines out of bounds. It's going to be Ingram's basketball. Remember the good old days when you used to jump tip, man? Jump center. What happened to that? Am I dating myself already? Riders in man-to-man. Ingram kind of searching it out. Work the ball around the perimeter. Looking for a little high post screen. Left-handed dribble, drive, travel. Yeah, good switch by Jake and Jackson on that one. Good first possession in terms of defense. Let's see what Ingram has in store in terms of their defense. Looks like man-to-man as well. Downing might have got away with a little bit of a travel. Swanson with a little pivot move and a jump hook comes up long. Back to man-to-man for the Riders. We'll need to see the basket go in the hoop to test the theory about whether they're going to play some zone too. Nice cut. And little jump hook by number 21. Swanson's got to try to step and beat that kid to the ball there in denial position. Cross-court pass to Stanford. Just a bit long. Going the other way. Someone's got to stop ball. Who's on ball? Got to get organized. We're in a zone now. Looks like the 2-3. That's the soft part of that zone. For sure. That flash, that middle of the high post flash was going to kill that zone. So Riders got to talk. The opposite low post or the center of the back of that zone needs to step up and get on that. Stanford, another deep three. In and out. Swanson rebound. Knocks it in for two. Good rebound and put back by Swanson, and a good look by Stanford, just didn't go down. Riders in man. Looks like Ingram's content with kind of putting number 5 kind of at the high post and either looking to flash to catch the ball or set some screens around the perimeter. Ingram shooting a ferocious percentage right now. I think they're perfect. Is that a 3 for 3? Ingram's up 6-2 early, 5.5 to go. Downing three-pointer. That's going to be a foul against the Riders. Some funniness going on down low. What we got? Let me guess. Is it Julian?
Probably Julian. Yeah, little elbow.
All right, but that's what we like to see is his physicality. Coach Richardson will take that all day. He likes to mix it up. Riders in zone. Baseline drive. Tipped up, secured by Pape. He brings it up. Stutter step, dribble to the left. Petrovic, deep three. Got it. 6-5. Ingram ahead by 1 point. 5 minutes to go. First period. Like we said before, we're anticipating a close game. I think these teams are pretty evenly matched. Maybe give the nod to the Riders with the home court advantage. Left-handed three, hard back iron. Long shot, long rebound. Riders got to check him off. Ball tipped by Petrovic. Fortuitous bounce to number 1 on Ingram. High post, double screen. 21 dribble drive, bank shot, no good. Swanson secures it, kicks it to Pape. Pape brings it up. Drives with the left hand, shoots with the right. Petrovic scraps to no avail. Deep pass. And a not even close dunk by number, I'm not sure who that was, but love the effort, but I think his eyes were bigger than his stomach on that one. What do you think?
Stepped on a bunny there. And
Something. Tripped on one of those lines. Pape, deep three, short. I feel like the Riders are a little bit quick with the shots right now. They think if they extra pass or two, they're going to get even a better look. Some of these shots they've got early in the clock are shots they could get at any time. Some of that's just wanting to do right and put points on the board. But sometimes a few extra passes early on in the game forces the defense to play a little bit more D and work a little bit harder, which is to your advantage later in the game. 3.5 to go. Riders down 5-9, or 9-5, depending on how you like to call that out. Pape gets things organized. Double high screen, comes off of it, kicks to Petrovic, deep three again, far wing. That's going to be out of bounds. We're going Ingram ball. Riders struggling early from mostly deep shots, right? I think we've taken a bunch of threes, and we've got to look to try to get something down low. Or
haven't seen much inside game at all.
Yeah, next to nothing. And not only that, it's just a dribble drive. Where's the penetration at? So great defense by Swanson and Downing on that. Downing comes up with the ball. Pape kicks it deep to Stanford, stretches off the defense. Pape, stutter step. Deep ball by Downing. Tip. And we got a jump ball. That's going to be possession arrow to Riders. Good hustle by Swanson again. I don't know how many threes we've taken. I think it's 7 now at this point. So I'd love to see something. Here goes another one. Let's see if it goes in. No, all right. Well, you're going to live and die by the three apparently in this first quarter. We're not even testing their want to play defense in terms of dribbling and trying to get to the basket. Coach Richardson looks a little bit dismayed at the moment on the sidelines. I think he's totally underwhelmed by what he's seen in terms of the offense. Drive and made basket with kind of an NBA call on that one in terms of the continuance of that from foul to finish on the basket. And 11-5. Ingram's up. 2:10 to go. 12-5. I think the contrast of styles right now. Ingram's been getting mid-range, so layups. Roosevelt settling for threes only. If they knock a few more down, that's one thing, but I don't. Right now, they're ice cold. Petrovic, the drive, draws a foul. He'll go to the stripe for 2. 1:51 in the period. 12-5. What's your thoughts, Chris? What do you think?
It's one thing if all these threes are falling for you, but I don't know. Maybe you shoot your way out of it. I guess that's the hope, right?
That appears to be the strategy at the moment. We got a substitution. Patrick Bajette, number 33, senior, comes in for Swanson. Swanson puts in some good minutes. Hustle as usual, scrapping, all that. Riders in zone. 12-5, a minute and a half to go. Stanford dives on it, picked up by Pape. Stolen by Ingram, going the other direction. Riders need to recover. Another turnover. No one seems to want the ball right now. Chris, what's happening? Minute and a half to go. 12-5. Let's see if they can get out of this ice-cold shooting funk they're in right now. Something's got to give. Love to see a Rider cut like this. Put a little bit of heat on them, force them to play some defense and also draw fouls. One thing about jacking long threes, it's all good if they go in, but if they don't go in, you're not applying any pressure on the defense, and you're not forcing them in any foul trouble either. We're mostly just content with kicking it around the perimeter and putting up, long shots. 12-5, 55 to go in the quarter. Big fella dribbles down. Great move. Fakes to the right. Goes to the left with the little jump hook. 15-4. One more three. Got it, Stanford. We needed that one in a big way. 14-8. Maybe that's the start of something new. .30 seconds to go. 23 in the shot on the game clock. 21 on the shot clock. 14-8. Ingram Ingram content to work one side of the court. Good pass. Good little shot. We got 12 seconds to go. Ingram up 16-8. 5. Good pass. That should be a layup right there. There we go, 16-10. All right, so if honest to goodness, if you're Roosevelt right now, you are not thrilled with your performance, but you'll take it because you know what? You could have been down by a lot more at this point. So, another 1 or 2 more threes go in. You're looking at a tie ball game right now. But I would like to see Roosevelt try to do some more things. They started to with getting Petrovic right at the end there to get him the ball to where he can do some work down low. He certainly has the ability to do damage on this Ingram team, as is Swanson. Be a little bit more patient. Those threes that they're getting, they can get those at any time. These aren't, possibly the last one by Stanford I think was a pretty good look, but some of them are really out of context of their offense. They're just people jacking threes. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely just taking the first shot that comes to him, right? And maybe worth working it around a little bit. But I like that move by Danilo there. Get him the ball in the middle of the paint and let him do some work.
So we got 16-10. Started the second quarter. Let's hope that the cheerleading effort translates into energy and baskets for this Rough Rider varsity hoop team. We got some new players in here. We got Jalen Dollar, who had a phenomenal debut last game, is checked in number 23 for Jackson Stanford. We got Pape, Downing, Bajet, Petrovic. They're getting it in that little soft center of that zone right now, and that's giving us some troubles. We got to do a little bit better job of collapsing on whoever's flashing to that middle of the high post, because Ingram's doing a nice job breaking down the zone. Great look. Good hands by Ingram. That's a travel. My goodness. Ingram with the rebound. Bajet tip to Pape. Pape brings it up. Dollar back to Pape. Pape, stutter step, crossover dribble. Kicks it Downing. Downing puts it on the ground, gets bodied by number 1. That'll be a foul. Ingram's second team foul. We're going to have 2 team fouls per team. So actually a pretty clean game in terms of fouls right now. And I'd love to see defense, a little more physicality by Roosevelt. And if that translates into some fouls, it's okay. It's okay to foul. Sometimes you got to tell these kids that. It's not a bad thing. It can be a good thing. Riders in zone. Let's see what Riders can do to kind of collapse on that mid-high post. Deep 3, long. Downing secures the rebound. Kicks to Pape. Petrovic kicks to Dollar. Dollar with the strip 3. Bang, got it. He still hasn't missed.
Yeah, we are looking for a source of some offense here. Maybe he's the guy.
Sometimes it takes someone to come off the bench and do something to kind of change the vibe of the team. But you know what? That's a wide open shot there. There's something's got to get cleared up in the communication here, because either that or just get out of the zone, because it's not effective at all at the moment. Bajet. Nice tip. Nice tip by Petrovic.
Should be going to the line on that.
Yeah.
Follow up, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think Danilo had every intention of not coming down with that ball and putting it back up in the air. Kind of a judgment call by the refs, though, right? I mean, hard to say if he was going to come down or not. So, regardless, that's a problem. Great play by Dollar to recover that situation. Good hustle. Pape brings it up. Oh, boy. Slippery spot on the floor. Something. Sometimes that kid's got so much shake in him, he'll shake himself out. Huh? Man, all those stutter steps and everything, and sometimes it's just what happens. He's certainly super quick, and he's got great footwork, but His feet failed him on that one. Got a little travel. All right, 2013, 546. A little man-to-man, just a token man-to-man. Just give him a different look. I like this. We haven't really tested them in terms of any kind of pressure, and I would like to see if they can. If maybe this is a team that you can press a bit. Petrovic brings it up, kicks to Dollar. Dollar pulls it back, throws it to Downing. Kicks to Quizone, who just checked into the game, and Noah gets a layup. And that's a timeout by Coach Richardson. 5:19 to go in the quarter. Nice little change of pace here. A couple guys coming off the bench, giving a little lift offensively. Dollar with the three. Quizone with a nice, Noah could have taken that three. Great to see him shot fake, put it on the ground, get to the hoop. He's a physical kid. He's not tall, but he's physical, and he can do that. And for him, he's had some injury issues this year, so for him to see the basket ball go in the basket with a layup, it's a nice little confidence booster. Let's see if that translates some good minutes for him coming up here. There we go. We got the spirit. Chris, you got the spirit?
Sorry, long day at work, buddy.
Chris's spirit's been crushed by work.
I'm barely hanging on here.
It's hump day, Wednesday. All right, here we go. Riders in a man. I like the aggression of this. I think the zone was just coming up too soft. Maybe they're going to stick in this for a little bit. It's also, as we've talked about in the past, what is it about the zone that's challenging? Rebounding, really hard to rebound. And they're getting some offensive rebounds, and we just haven't done a great job of protecting the middle, the soft part of that zone, and getting picked apart by a well-coached Ingraham team that's taking advantage of it. 15-20, 5 minutes to go, second period. Riders working some little rider motion offense. Dollar searches, picks it back up. Petrovic, 8 seconds to go. He'll take it. Great move and finish. That's what I'm talking about, Chris, right?
Here we go. Nice drive.
Beautiful drive, good momentum, high percentage shot, right? We're getting away from the threes this period, and we're starting to crawl back in this game. 2017, let's see if we can get another stop. I love the fact that they got off the zone. This has changed the pace of the game a little bit. And, boy, he's a good player. Number 21, he's got a really nice soft touch, nice jumper, soft hands down low, giving us all kinds of troubles right now. 22-17, 4 minutes to go. Pate pump fakes, kicks to Petrovic. Let's swing it around the other side, fellas. Let's get some movement. Dollar, deep three, no good. That's his first miss of his career right there in the varsity ball. Finally happened. Good look, just a little strong. Riders need to be keenly aware of number 21. They got to know where he's at, and they got to put a body on him. He's a load. Downing comes out. Stanford comes in. Riders in man. Ball on the ground. Picked up by you-know-who, Petrovic. That guy is just all over the ball. It's uncanny. Once again, Danilo soaking up some great minutes tonight. Doing a little bit of everything as he does. Working around the perimeter. Let's get it to the opposite wing. Opposite wing, guys. There we go. You got to get this defense moving. Great move by Petrovic. Draws attention. Kicks. Short by Dollar. They're going to call that on. Looks like they're going to call that on Noah with just a little body. He was definitely in front of his man. Just a little bit of contact up top with his chest. Not a reach in, but just bodied him up. 22-17, 3:10 to go. There's some confusion here. I don't know what was going on there. Might have been a mask, avoid the chin strap situation. Mask up, not sure. Kick for three, got it. 25-17, 3 minutes to go. Stanford to Dollar. Cut by Quizone. Another cut by Dollar. That's a tough play, right? You got a big that's guarding Dollar on that. Great play by Pape. Excellent court awareness. He continues to drive. Kicks to Stanford to Petrovic. Wide right and out of bounds. Not sure what happened there.
Missed it all, huh?
He let that fly, and after it left his hand, a second left his hand, he said, right. We could hear it up in the nosebleeds up here. So, it's a good look, though. I liked it after the steal and getting that's a good three-pointer. Just need to make it. Ryder's going with an abnormally small lineup right now. Kind of don't have a Petrovic, Baget, or Swanson in there. Interesting to see how this goes. These guys are going to all have to put a body into someone and get a rebound, and be extra physical. Petrovic coming back in. (26-17), 2:15 to go. Riders went a little bit of run, looked like he had a little bit of momentum, and then it kind of backed off, and Ingram stepped on the throttle a little bit and made some baskets and played some good defense. That's an even 10 points up now, 27-17, 2 to go, just over 2 to go. Dollar brings it up, kicks to Quizone, kicks to Downing. Downing to Petrovic. Petrovic seeks it out a little bit, kicks it to Quizone. Quizone shot fake, drives to the hoop, and makes a beautiful move. Difficulty of a 8.5 on that.
Yeah.
But we'll take it. And, like I said earlier, him getting that first layup, now transfers, say, hey, I'm going to take it to the hoop again and make a play for my team. So nice bucket by Noah. Deep three. Got it. 30-19.
Not letting up from the deep, are they?
Ingram answers the bell there. Quizone to Stanford. Riders playing a healthy dose of their motion offense right now. Looking to get something. Noah, deep three. Long. Not getting a whole lot on the offensive glass right now. We're kind of one shot and going the other way. 1 minute to go in the game, 22 in the shot clock. Down 11 points. Riders need to get something out of this last minute. Deep three. Tip. That'll be a foul over the back on Ingram over Downing with the check off. Pape coming back in. Could be subbing for the freshman Dollar. Dollar with some good scrappy minutes. Kid shows a ton of promise. He's going to be something to behold for this Rider team. Looking forward to watching him for the next 3 years. Great to see him get some minutes in the varsity here. I hear he's just been absolutely tearing it up at the JV level, so very cool. Kick to Stanford. He drives. Puts a shot up. Short. Once again, one shot, no offensive rebound. 32 on the game clock, 21 on the shot clock. Riders should get another possession. See if they can get a stop and a bucket, get this under 10 by half. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Good interior pass. Missed. Stanford secures it. We got 10 seconds going the other way. Got to go quick. Look to Pape to take this. He's going to dribble off the screen with Petrovic. Good tip, good pass, beautiful play. There we go. Hey, man, like I said, just got to get a stop and get a bucket, get this thing under 10. 30-21 is our halftime score. What's your thoughts, Chris?
Where's our halftime entertainment going?
Well, there's your thoughts. You did.
People at home want to see these girls, right?
Absolutely. I think they're coming back. They're doing a little meeting with their coach. This is a classic half of Rider basketball where they have struggle to put the ball in the hoop. Kind of outplayed in terms of physicality and energy, but they're only down 9. They still have held Ingram to 30, but we're going to have to figure out how we're going to get the ball in the hoop. And that's going to have to come with better energy, better defense in order to create some opportunity baskets. Right now, they're getting literally one shot. There's hardly a single. I mean, there's very few offensive rebounds in this entire half. That's a really difficult recipe to win a game. In addition, you're not getting to the stripe very much. You've only been to the free throw line a few times. Which is what the result of what? Well, you're not going to the hoop very often. Your first quarter you spend the whole time jacking 3-pointers, which is all good and well if they go in, but they weren't going in. So you kind of leave the team off the hook for that first quarter. So this game is still something that they can win, but it's going to have to be.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think they're going to be, not going to shoot the ball any worse than they did. I wouldn't think that would continue. So.
Yeah, and that's definitely the upside of what we just witnessed there is that, I think they've hit 3 threes. I don't know. I'm going to count them up. Danilo's had one. Stanford had one. And they've shot a bundle, right?
Yeah, they shot a lot. And Dollar had one. So.
Dollar had one. There you go. So, I mean, they're probably, we're not fortunate enough to have halftime stats and scores and all that to kind of go over with all of you. But you all know, I think that the three-point shooting's got to be probably, 15, 20% at the most, which translates into 21 points at half. So look for them to try to get to the hoop some more. I think there was some signs of that second quarter of some better action to the hoop. Kuzone, Noah had a couple nice drives. Danilo doing his thing. But we also need to toughen up on the defensive end and limit their easy baskets, or not necessarily easy baskets, but contest their shots a little bit more. So those are my thoughts. I'm running out of wind, man. What do you got?
Well, I think
I'm getting lightheaded.
No, offensively, Roosevelt's proven they can get the ball in the key, and between Danilo, Danilo's always kind of with the moves to the hoop. We haven't seen Julian do a whole lot yet, so I'm, hoping that he comes with some energy here this half and remedies the situation a little bit offensively. Defensively, if you hold these guys to 30 and a half, that's fine. It's just I think struggles right now are just putting points on the board.
Well, as it's been the case all season, defense is never really the issue. They always play a pretty stingy brand of defense, even they haven't played their best tonight, but they played good enough to keep a good Metro team to 30 points at half. If you're doing that, putting two halves together like that, you should be in a spot where you're right in the game, right? So, all right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. We got about 8 minutes to go before we get going again, and we'll see you in a bit.
Sold. There's not a lot to buy. No. What comes on and comes off. Goes quick, yeah. Abysmal performance there, shooting by my boy. Certainly, he's taking quite a few shots. But come up with the goose egg. Yeah, I know. Alex hasn't gotten really much going. Trying to figure out where even the 21 points are coming from besides all that. Danilo, I guess. It can go either way, though. Yeah, right. You can go loose coming out of that. Yeah. I like it. Oh, dude, yeah. Jake walked through the door, man. His eyes were all red. And, man, you have roughly 72 Sounds like they had a good time. Yeah, it's going to be maybe hard to stay interested in the game on Friday. Boy, Seattle Prep looks really good. They've been beating the shit out of even. I mean, they beat. They went to double overtime against Garfield, lost by 2, I think, and then I think they beat Eastside Catholic. Yeah, so it's going to be a. That's here. Yeah. I believe that's here. I believe that's here on Friday. Lakeside's on Monday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, dude. Monday, yeah, up there. Monday, Memorial Day, this Monday. At 3 in the afternoon, yeah. And if we don't have, and I'm guessing we might not have this, so I have to either talk to Bruce about doing the iPhone again. We might not have this on Friday either unless Bruce hooks it up. Go back to the iPhone. We'll see how that goes, and then Monday, to be honest, if we do or don't put that thing on the air, who knows? Whatever you want to do. I suppose we should do it, but and then Wednesday is at Hale, and so the girls already played Lakeside, so I'm guessing they're not playing that Monday. And that's it. That's it. There's nothing else. Oh, I don't know. I guess they might. Do they have a little playoff? Okay. Friday would be a last. Yes. Prep playing Eastside and I don't know. Yeah. Well, remember we were supposed to play. Prep one night, and then they rescheduled it and put Prep over at Garfield, and that's when we had, that was last Friday, and then we had Self here. I don't know why they rearranged it. Kids develop habit, and then it's hard to get them out of it because we're not coaching them all the time. Jake, oftentimes got turned to the side, and it's like, dude, you gotta square up.
You notice when he doesn't fade away or to the side, he stays vertical. It doesn't turn it too much. He always turns it really this way.
That's right. Yeah, where did that
game
come
where he
from?
likes it, right? I don't even know.
They said it becomes muscle memory, right? And you just no.
It's just a tweak to Jackson, but I feel like he really
Nice little play by Ingram there to begin the game. Just couldn't convert, and good defensive play by Roosevelt. Riders swing the ball. Good movement to begin with. Working the perimeter. If this is the first quarter, they would have shot the 3 by now. So like to see what's happened here. There we go. You got to think that Coach Richardson was on him about, hey, little patience. That's Coach Bruce's, patience, right? So I'm sure that first quarter drove him absolutely nuts. It's one thing through the net. Stanford with the drive, back through the legs, kicks to Pape, nothing. Back to Swanson to Petrovic through the legs to Downing, deep 3, long. Swanson once again with the hustle, gets a hand on the ball, tips it off of 21 out of bounds. Roosevelt basketball. Bajette checks in for Swanson. Wow. Interesting. All right. This little hand check. We weren't really calling that a whole lot first half. That's a couple now we've seen this half. Pape to Downing. Squares up. Bang. Got it. If you watch Jake Downing closely, when he squares up and doesn't fade to the left and stays straight up on his jump shot, his rate of accuracy goes up significantly. Anytime he starts to fade to the left or fade backwards, not that he will miss it for sure, but it starts to be less automatic. There we go. Great play by Petrovic. Gets a hand on the ball, recovers. Gets the left-handed layup. I think he wanted to get his feet underneath him and try to pack that, but it didn't happen. Anyways, gets the conversion. Riders down 4 now. 4 minutes to go in the period. Riders being the aggressor this half. This is a recipe for them to get a win. Great play by 21 again. He's absolutely killing us in all ways and shapes and forms, whether it's layups, mid-range, jump hooks, just a quiver of skill, of offensive moves. Wild. All right, Pape drains the 3. We're going back and forth. This feels like a basketball game now, huh, Chris?
Here we go.
37-34. Good energy in the building. Both teams coming to play. Bajette, good tip. Kept that kid off him, box out just good enough. And, next best thing, securing the rebound is tipping it to a teammate. Tips it to Pape. Pape to Petrovic to Stanford. Petrovic picks it up. Stanford. Pape. Pape's got open side. Little confusion here. Bajette to Petrovic. Petrovic is going to shoot the 3. That's way long. Wow, what a drive. Euro step. It looked like it was in slow motion, so it looked like 3 steps, but in fact it was legit and not a travel, I don't believe. But what you see the young kids do these days, that old Euro step. Pape with the cut. Pass from Petrovic. Back to Petrovic. Nice idea. Just a little too soft with the bounce pass. Gets tipped. Going the other way. Bajette with the foul. And it's 39-34. 2:15 to go in the third period. We got Ingraham going to the stripe for 2. A couple subs coming in after the first free throw. We got Dollar and Quizone coming in. Riders showing some much better energy, crawling back in this game. Ingraham continues their hot shooting, whether it's from the outside or from the stripe. They're shooting a nice percentage all the way around. Stanford and Pape come out. We got Petrovic, Bajette, Downing, Quizone, Dollar. Looks like Coach Richardson's going to put Quizone at the point rather than Dollar. Petrovic probably just trying to do just a little bit too much with it. Sometimes you just got to let it come to you, and then you also need to just stick with the offense. If you're going to play that motion, you got to just kind of let it come to you. 21 seeks it out. Looks like him and Petrovic kind of going at it. Quizone secures the ball, walks it up. So last couple of possessions, kind of a tough possessions for the Riders, where they were sharing the ball, moving it around, and getting good open looks. They kind of went to a different direction here and a little bit more one-on-one action, which is all good if you make the shot. But if you don't, it's a problem. And they're both kind of quick shots. or quick shot and a turnover. All right, we're going the other direction. Pizzone to Dollar. Dollar goes to the hoop. No foul, and we're going to have Ryder ball 40-34 underneath the basket. 1 minute to go. We got Stanford and Pape coming back in for Downing and Petrovic to get a breather. Ryder's right in the mix here. Stanford with the drive. Gets fouled for sure. They're letting them play a little bit, which I'm not opposed to. It's my style. I would have done well in this game. Good to see them. You got to adjust that too. The refs can pivot and kind of shift to kind of how they're going to call a game. They're it's a little bit more physical now. You got to match that and be strong with the ball too. Bagette secures it, kicks it to Pape. Pape pump fake to Bagette. Bagette misses. A little bit of craziness here. All right, Ingraham secures it. 45 seconds in the game. 23 in the shot clock. 34, 40. Ryder's stuck on 34, and that's a layup. That's just miscommunication. You got to talk on that. If you're going to switch, you got to switch. If you're not, you're not. But 34-42. It's a game of runs. Basketball has always been this way and always will. And Riders went on a nice little run and then kind of backed off. Ingraham now is finishing the period with a nice run themselves. Pape with the left-handed layup. No foul called. Going the other direction. Deep three. That's a problem. Ingraham goes up. 11. 3 seconds left. Deep three. In and out. We're going the other direction. And almost made that. All right. Well, just like that, you get within 4 points, and next thing you know, you blink your eyes and you're down 11. Hard to say. Like I said, you get some good continuity early in that period. Good defensive effort and patience on offense led to some good easy baskets, and they kind of gave up on that second half of that period. Not communicating on defense and then going to quick shots again, which is what their story was in the first quarter. So you got to learn from your mistakes. You got to learn from what's getting you good opportunity baskets and what's not. And it seems like the Riders are throttling back and forth between understanding that and not. I'm going to put it bluntly. Yeah.
Jekyll and Hyde tonight. Yeah.
What are we going to get the fourth quarter here?
Better get all of what they started with in the third, that's for sure.
Well, you sitting at 34 points, 8 minutes to go. You're going to have to do some things here to get on to win this game. Down 11, which is a third of your actual point total at the moment. So they're going to need to. They're going to need to really get after it and get after Ingraham and let it all rip here. All right, coming back in with the starting five from the beginning of the game and start of the third period. Pape, Stanford. Pape searches it, kicks to Stanford, to Petrovic. The way you get back in this game is to do it. You're not going to do it in one possession. You got to do it in multiple possessions. Get a basket, get a stop. Get a basket, get a stop. Great move by Pape. Just comes up a little bit strong on the bank. Swanson goes fine. Not sure what happened there. Stanford on 21. Got to extend on him. You don't want to give him a three. Riders in man all this half. Certainly a better aggressive style of basketball. Good shot comes up a little bit strong. Contested by Stanford. Oh man. Boy, that's just an unforced error by Roosevelt. Not afraid, not on the same page. These guys, they should be on the same page. Chris, what are we doing? All right. All right. 6:50 to go in the game. Deep three, we need this one. Long, nothing. No rebound, going the other direction. Ingraham. Dribble drive, crossover, Downing caught reaching in. Yeah, you got to move your feet, right? Like it's first things first. Move your feet. Try to get yourself in front of the player, then rather than just standing still and trying to reach in and steal the ball. It does work sometimes, but it can often leave you with a foul. Roosevelt with 4 team fouls. Ingraham with 3. Really a pretty clean game in terms of fouls. Neither team in the first half got in the single bonus, and we may not make it in the second half either. So. Sure what the call's going to be here. Okay. Calling Petrovic there, trying to get over the screen. Roosevelt's got to talk through that and also flash and show a little bit on these high post picks. Try to help each other out to get around that screen. Here it comes again. Deep 3. Got it. That hurts. 48-34. 6 minutes to go. Deep 3 by Stanford. Got it. All right. I like the 3, but we got to get a stop. It's got to come on both ends here in order to get back in this. 6 minutes to go. Down by 11. Ingram, I got to hand it to him. Doing some really great things on offense, Chris, right? Sharing the ball. They're getting what they want out of it, picking us apart. So
for sure, sharing the ball well and shooting the ball well. I mean, they got a couple of kids that seem to be just lights out.
Yeah, 21's knocking him down. I don't know how many points he's got. It's somewhere in the 20 something range, I think, at this point. So, and really just high production, right? He's doing it on just a few shots. Stanford with the drive, misses a little bit strong. Nice idea, good aggressive play. 21 kind of came in to disrupt him at the last second there. Stanford, another deep 3, long. Swanson, and that's going to be hold on 21. Nice hustle by Swanson once again. Always in the mix. Got to love that kid. He just gives a level of toughness to this Rider team that you love to see. Stanford comes around, kicks to Quizone. Quizone drives, seeks it, nothing. Kicks it, Pape. Pape with the drive, kicks to Quizone. 19 seconds to go on the shot clock. Quizone calling for the high screen. Swanson comes out, nothing. He's got to look to pass it or something. Not. All right. He's going to go to the line here, I think, or they're going to call it on the ground. Let's see what they call. He's going to take two free throws. 5:15 to go. Ingram up 14, 51, 37. We need these free throws. We got to be scoring when the clock is stopped. That's going to be one great way for them to get back.
It's pretty important at this point, right?
It's really important. And, you think about how few times we've been to the line tonight. It has been few and far between. We're going to go into some zone. I think this is time when you got to do this. Take your final stand here to try to get back into this. Riders with good opportunity here. Almost get a turnover a couple times. The zone playing good man-to-man defense and gets a 5-second call. So good little aggressive play by Noah. Gets up in him and really creates a 5-second call. Turnover going Rider basketball now. Down 11. 5 minutes to go. This game is not out of reach yet. You just got to have some good things happen here. You need some good bounces. You got to knock down shots, and you got to get stops. That's how it's done. Pape, deep 3. We need this one. Got it. There we go. All right, 9 points. You got to build on this. Got to get a stop. I like the press. That was a travel. There we go. It was a travel. 4.5 to go. Riders showing life, coming out of their funk here. They got to get another basket here. A basket and a stop, basket and a stop. Make your free throws. Limit Ingram's opportunities on offense. If they take a shot, if they miss it, make sure you rebound. Petrovic launches himself, collision with number 1. hits the ground hard, got a hand on the ball. It's going to be Ingram basketball. He gets up a little gingerly, but he seems to be okay. But love his effort on that. He really sold out for that ball. Riders in a 1-2-2. That's going to be a hold call. Great tip by Pape off of Ingram's knee, out of bounds, but called with a reach in. I'm not sure if it was on Pape or was it Quizone? Who was the foul on? You know? Okay, we didn't see it. That was one of the two. We got a 1-on-1 knocks it down. 10-point game, 4:15 to go. Ingram's great shooting from the stripe continues. 53-42. But I don't think he has missed. I'm trying to do it again. Yeah.
Overall, Ingram's been really solid from the line tonight.
They've been fantastic. Once again, knocks it down. Doing kind of a dribble weave handoff. Nothing real proactive here. Kind of burning time off the clock. 9 seconds to go on the shot clock. 6, 5. Drive to the hoop. Tough basket by Ingram. Give what they want. A long possession with the 2-point at the end of it. 150. Roosevelt down 4. Quizone to Stanford. Downing, just a bit long. It's a good look. Actually, good look. 4 points. The difference right now. 1:01 to go. 30 seconds clock. Roosevelt's going to need to get it'll be interesting how this is coached. Are they going to try to get a steal and a foul and start? Oh, God, that was a golden opportunity right there. There you go. Ingram timeout. I'm not sure what the plan was there by Roosevelt. I think you try to go for, burn maybe 10 seconds trying to get a steal, and then you got to probably look to go foul on that, potentially. Otherwise, you might run out of runway to win this game. Shot the ball phenomenally well from the stripe. Coach here, this is where Coach Richardson's making his big bucks. Like, how's he advising on this, right?
I don't know. Do you start fouling now, or do you go through one more possession and try to get the ball back?
Tough call. I think I'm a dish for a layup. But regardless, you do not have time to walk the ball up. You do not have time to pass the ball around. You got to get a shot up and in, and then you need to work on, then the next step is how you get the ball back to try to get another possession, whether that's via another foul and hopefully another miss by Ingram. So you need some good fortune here. You need to execute. First things first, we need a miss right here on the front end of this 1-on-1. Even a make on the front end of this doesn't do you in completely. But what you don't want is that he makes a pair. Makes the first one. Nearly down 5, so 2 possessions. You can still crawl back in this, tie this with some luck. This needs to miss, and he knocks it down. Boy, Ingram's been absolutely lights out from the free throw line. Pape's going to go all the way to the hoop, as he should. Tip by Petrovic. Timeout by Richardson. Okay, so that's a good quick basket. It's what you need. You're down 4 now. You're going to foul right away. You don't have any time for anything. Maybe you try to steal the inbounds, but don't get yourself caught out of position where all of a sudden they burn more time off the clock. Rider power. Chris, we need it.
Boy, we needed some rider power earlier.
Yeah, well, the rider power came in the 4th period with a really, really good concerted effort to kind of get back in this game. 5 minutes to go, down 11, and got within 4.
Here we are hovering around that 60-point mark, right?
Yeah, it's like we know what we're talking about. I've seen this action, man, whether it's regular season or summer league, fall league. I mean, I've even coached these kids, so I know that what I'm talking about when it comes to kind of their outpoint total. And if I didn't do my best to try to get them to play at a high pace and aggressive pushing the ball kind of brand of basketball in the offseason just to try to get him out of this slow grinding kind of hoops, But anyways, I digress. 59-55, 9.7 seconds to go. Both teams in the single bonus, 7 team fouls each. Ingram's going to be coming the full length of the court. Roosevelt has no time other than to try to get a quick steal. If you don't get a quick steal, you got a quick foul. Those are your options. Got a foul. There you go. Well done. That's about as good as you can do. You almost got him into making a mistake, and you get a quick foul. 8.4 seconds to go. I'd love to see the stat line in terms of their free throw percentage in this game. I think I don't even remember them. Do you remember them missing?
I don't remember them missing at all.
Phenomenal free throw shooting by Ingram. There's your first one. All right. See, if I say that enough, eventually someone's going to clang one. All right, so this is big here. So another miss. Same thing. You got to get 2 baskets. So whether it's a 2 or a 3, you take whatever the first good. He missed long again. You take whatever the first good look is. Oh, son of a gun. I almost said it. I almost got beeped. We don't have the beep on this thing. All right. Turnover by Roosevelt. 4.4 to go. That's really tough right there. Good foul by Petrovic. 59-55. This thing's about out of reach at this point. I've seen crazy things, but this would be really crazy. You're down basically 2 possessions unless something wild happens on a fouled 3. If he happens to miss this, that would be what it would take to get the tie before the time expires. He makes the front end of this. This game is officially over. And he didn't. So if he misses this, you have a small chance, and he did. Crazy long shot, or long rebound. There you go, 59-55. Certainly was a really kind of a fun fourth quarter. This game kind of came alive in its own way. The Riders roaring back. Showing that spirit and that will not to just roll over and play dead down 11 with 5 to go, crawl back into the game and made it exciting for everyone here. I guess if you have any regret in this one, if you're a Rider player, is that you didn't show that energy and enthusiasm in quite the same way earlier in the game, and had they, maybe this thing would have been a little bit different. The press looked great. Didn't really do much of that until the fourth quarter. Didn't see that.
Yeah, that mixed it up a little bit and kind of confused Ingram and forced him into some mistakes, just self-induced mistakes, right? Passing the ball around too much, and Roosevelt was able to capitalize in the fourth quarter on a lot of that, and just came up a little bit short, maybe run out of some energy, and they'll be kicking themselves for maybe not knocking down a couple more shots in this game. I think the shooting percentage probably pretty low for them tonight, and ultimately was their undoing, I think.
No, I agree with that 100%. You live and die by the 3 at the end of the day. I think they did a better job shooting in the second half, so they crawled back into the game. But it would have been interesting to see some press first half, especially as kind of a languid as they kind of seemed or whatever. Just to get them firing around, get them playing at a higher pace, and kind of wake them up, right? So, anyways, easy to say all that when a game's over and kind of look back at what shoulda, coulda, woulda. At the end of the day, you got to, Ingram. Hats off to Ingram. They played a great game. I thought number 1, number 21 both shot the ball well. They were seemingly, really well coached. I like their offensive sets. They got high percentage shots. They knocked them down when they needed to. They did what it took tonight to win that game. They honestly deserved to win that game, minus that fourth quarter by Roosevelt. So, something to build on. Boy, hey, how about Friday? We got a tough one coming, huh?
Yeah, it's not going to get any easier. Friday night, Seattle Prep rolls into the Roosevelt gym here, and they've got a very deep and talented squad. It's going to be quite a challenge.
That'll be one to watch. They've Prep's given. I think took Garfield to the wire in an overtime game, and I actually think they beat Eastside, right? Is at least what I heard. best team they're going to play all season. Going to be Friday, hands down, not even within question. So these kids will have to come, with the big chip on their shoulder and the mentality of like, hey, these guys they're more talented. They just are, and so you got to bring it. And that's the beauty of basketball, though. It's one game, and anything can happen. So they come knock down their free throws. They play aggressive. They get to the hoop. They knock down their threes. Roosevelt can be a tough out for any team, but they're going to have to put it all together on Friday. So thanks for coming showing up to your TV and watching this production. We got a few more left in us. We look forward to it every time, getting together to be able to do this. So hope you're all enjoying it, and thanks for tuning in.
Have a good night, y'all. Thanks, Matt. Great job tonight.
Yep.